This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
Tonight, a former St. Charles County school bus driver is facing more than 24 child sex abuse charges. 66-year-old Robert Stillwell is being investigated by police for unlawful contact with minors. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Ann Allred. Court documents do not indicate Stillwell met any of his victims in his role as a bus driver. But police say they're concerned he had contact with hundreds of children throughout that job. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer has been working to find out more information. She is live at the Francis Howell District headquarters in O'Fallon. Diamond?
Well, Ann and Kelly, St. Charles County Police say a piece of their investigation is working with the district to notify parents if their student rode on a bus route that Stillwell drove. We have learned from this investigation today that Stillwell drove multiple routes for the district, including to elementary, middle, and high schools, all here at Francis Howell School District. Now, we have learned from court documents today that this investigation goes back until December of last year, when Stillwell sexually assaulted a 7-year-old while babysitting her. He is being accused of that, and that is all reported to police. After he was arrested, police served a search warrant in January where they found hundreds of thousands of videos and photos of child sex abuse material on his computer. Police say when Stillwell was employed by the district, he drove multiple routes, including 10, 40, 39, and 72 to Bryan Middle, Barnwell Middle, Hollenbeck Middle, Cass Leo Elementary, Central Elementary, Harvest Ridge Elementary, and Francis Howell North High School. Stillwell drove buses for the district during the 2021 through 2022 school year and 2022 through 2023 school year. Neighbors of Stillwell say they're shocked.
As a father, I'm very shocked. I can't believe it. And for him living so close to me, I'm a little bit freaked out a little bit. I know they do background checks and stuff, but you never know.
A district spokesperson has released a statement saying Stillwell has not been employed by the district since May 15, 2023, and there is no indication that the criminal charges against the former employee are related to his previous employment with the district. Now, St. Charles County Police do tell us that this investigation remains open and active, and any parent in the district with questions if their child rode on a bus that Stillwell drove should contact St. Charles County Police. Reporting live here in St. Charles County, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Tonight, police are investigating a crash that killed a construction worker in South St. Louis County. It happened this morning on South Broadway near Ripa Avenue. Police say a driver lost control of their car, hitting 2 construction workers outside a building. One of them died. The other construction worker and the driver were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The workers were with Glen Lowe Awning and Window Company in Imperial. The company tells us the worker who died was Chris Johnson, a man from House Springs. Police are still trying to figure out what led up to the crash.
An update following a gas leak at a school in the Metro East. Fire crews are telling us all the students who were taken to the hospital are now back at home. The leak happened yesterday at St. Clair Catholic School in O'Fallon. 17 students went to the hospital. Ameren says the issue was carbon monoxide, but the fire department says they think it was natural gas. School closed again today, so a repair company could fix gas lines in the kitchen and another in the boiler room.
Former pro athletes with roots in St. Louis are on a mission to stop violence among young people.
A group of them stopped by Vashon High School today to talk to students looking to follow in their footsteps. Our Travis Cummings reports.
The Urban League of St. Louis continues to hold programs to keep young people active and give them outlets. Today, they invited some familiar faces to speak to student athletes. That included triple champion fighter and Vashon High School grad Devin Alexander, former Pittsburgh Steeler and Super Bowl champ Kerry Davis, former New England Patriot Lawrence Maroney, and Rams safety Toby Wright. The athletes talked about the sacrifices they made and positive paths they took to be successful in their careers.
I started off actually worse than them, and I want them to understand it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
I just want to at least give hope and let them know that to look at me now is to realize that this is where I ended up, but to start where I was going, I'm actually, it's been a hard work in progress.
Most of the students in the room today were athletes, but they wanted them to walk away with the message that no matter what they decide to do in life, these are the tools and tips and advice they need to be successful. Reporting in St. Louis, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Mercy wants to build a new hospital in Wentzville. It filed a letter of intent with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. The hospital would be near Interstates 64 and 70. Work would take about 4 years. Mercy says the new hospital will help with the growing population in that area. There will be a number of conversations with community leaders and the public before the hospital is built.
Let's get to our weather first forecast with meteorologist Jim Castillo. We do have a frost advisory and a freeze warning again tonight.
We do.
But hold on, because there are warmer temperatures and in time for the weekend in our future, I hope, Jim.
Yes, and after tomorrow morning, we'll see these overnight lows in the 40s and 50s all the way through next week, which is great news. Now, tonight, though, a different story, and we have cleared from the really the Missouri side. Check out the Illinois side, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover that just won't go away. But after sunset, these will melt away and everybody clears up. But it's 55 right now. It's nice, a little bit nicer than yesterday. The wind is dying down north at about 6 miles an hour. Humidity is at a comfortable level. But here are the frost and freeze concerns. Freeze warnings in effect east of the Mississippi River, all the Illinois counties, most of the Illinois counties, where temperatures could drop even below 30, and the frost advisory for most of the Missouri counties, all the way from midnight tonight until tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m., and then we'll be okay. So freeze warnings east, frosts for most of us Saturday morning, except for right in the heart of the city. And then rain chances, I'll time those up out coming up, and of course, we'll have the solar eclipse forecast for you in just a few minutes.
Speaking of, Monday, in case you don't know, is the Great American Eclipse. There are a few places you can travel if you want to see a total eclipse. There are spots in southern Missouri like Farmington and Cape Girardeau, or you can go to other spots in Illinois, which include Centralia, Carbondale, and Effingham. But what if you live where there's only a partial eclipse?
That is a lot of Americans. Our Tracy Hinton joins us live from the St. Louis Science Center with some other fun things that you can do. Tracy.
There are definitely some other fun things you can do. In St. Louis, the city will be at about 99%, and that 1% really does make a difference. But if you can't make it down to the path of totality, there's plenty to do. Here at the Science Center, they'll be having a watch party outside for the partial eclipse. But more importantly, they'll live stream the total eclipse inside, including right inside the planetarium. They'll also have eclipse glasses for sale, and they have a good supply too, so there's an option if you need glasses. City Museum will open up the roof to view the partial eclipse, and they will hand out glasses before. Keep in mind there is limited capacity on their roof, and you will have to buy general admission with roof access. For $10, you can get into the watch party at where else but the Moonrise Hotel. Glasses are included, and you can buy themed cocktails at the rooftop garden. Eckert's is getting in on the fun too with live music and a psychic. How fun is that? So what you will see if you are not in totality, well, Will from the Science Center has our answer.
The difference between 99 and a total solar eclipse is literally night and day. So a partial eclipse is a cool experience. You see part of the sun's light blocked, but even here locally, that 1% of sunlight is unsafe to observe directly.
That means you'll leave your glasses on if you're in the partial eclipse path for the entire experience. If you're in total, there is a time when you can take them off and see the eclipse with the naked eye. But partial eclipse, you have to keep those glasses on. You also won't see the stars or the planets or the corona of the sun. Live outside the planetarium, I'm Tracy Hinton, 5 on your side.
We'll have live team coverage during the eclipse on Monday. We have got tons of crews spread all over the area. I will be anchoring a special show from Cape Girardeau from 1 to 2:30 p.m. with Scott Connell. We also have other crews live from all those different paths of totality, different areas. So watch on air and the 5+ streaming app on Monday. To find out more about the eclipse, just text the word eclipse to 314-425-5355.
A quake near New York rattles the Northeast. Tonight we take a look at how common quakes are in that area.
Biden in Baltimore, his promise to the city following the deadly bridge collapse.
Feeling stressed? We share some simple tips to manage it.